My respected teachers and dear colleagues, Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Sadia Hina, PG General Surgery, RHU Hospital, Gilgit. Today's topic of my presentation is acid-base balance. So, metabolism is the basis of life, and metabolism is possibly only because of enzymes, and enzymes act at a optimal pH. So, maintenance of acid-base balance is crucial for life. So, acid is any compound which forms hydrogen ions in the solution are acids. They are proton donors, for example carbonic acid, and bases, any compound which combines with hydrogen ions or proton acceptors are bases, like bicarbonate accept hydrogen ions. There are two types of acids, one is volatile and the other one is a non-volatile or fixed acids. Volatile acids are mainly produced by the metabolism of carbohydrates, fats and proteins, and they are mainly excreted through lungs as carbon dioxide, while fixed or non-volatile acids, once produced, they remain inside the body fluids and they are eliminated by the kidneys, for example lactic acid. So, here is Henderson-Hasselbalch equation to obtain the pH value. Here is the equation, and pH is the function of ratio between bicarbonate and carbon dioxide. Partial pressure of carbon dioxide is a ventilatory parameter and bicarbonate is metabolic. So, here are some normal values of arterial blood gases, like So, normal range of pH is 7.35 to 7.45. Right. So, this is the Henderson-Hasselbalch equation to calculate the pH value, and it shows that pH is a function of ratio between bicarbonate and partial pressure of carbon dioxide, in which partial pressure of carbon dioxide is the ventilatory parameter while bicarbonates are the metabolic parameters. Here are some normal values of arterial blood gas levels. pH range should be 7.35 to 7.45. Partial pressure of oxygen should be 80 to 100 millimeter of mercury, of carbon dioxide 35 to 45 millimeter of mercury, of bicarbonate 22 to 26 millimeter of mercury, and here are some normal values of sodium, potassium and chloride. So, whenever there is a change in the pH of the body fluids, body must show some mechanism to compensate it towards the acceptable range. There are two mechanisms, one is a buffering mechanism and the other one is the compensatory mechanism. Buffer is a mixture of weak acid or its salts or weak bases or its salts. They resist pH changes in the body. So, there are two types of buffers that are normally resist the change in pH. One is the chemical buffers. They are bicarbonate or non-bicarbonate buffers like hemoglobin, protein, phosphates. These blood buffers act immediately within seconds to minutes and regulate pH by binding or releasing hydrogen ions according to situation. And second line of defense against pH shift is the physiological buffers. There are again of two types. One is the respiratory type, which starts working within minutes and helps to regulate pH by maintaining or retaining carbon dioxide, and the other one is the renal parameter that helps in long term regulation of acid base imbalance by retaining or excreting hydrogen ions or bicarbonate ions. So, all this scenario is depicted in this table. And the second mechanism is compensatory mechanism. When there is an imbalance in one parameter of buffer system like kidneys, the other like lungs tries to compensate for it and vice versa. The goal is to restore the pH back towards the acceptable range, that is 7.35 to 7.45. If underlying problem is metabolic, hyper or hypoventilation can help, that is respiratory compensation. If problem is in respiratory system, renal mechanism can bring about metabolic compensation. So, here you can see in this picture, as there is a problem in respiratory system, kidneys compensate, tries to compensate it, and vice versa. If there is a problem in the metabolic system and kidneys, lungs try to compensate it. So an acid-base disorder is a change in the normal value of extracellular pH that may result when renal or respiratory function is abnormal, or when there is an acid or base load overwhelms excretory capacity. There are 4 basic acid-base abnormalities: metabolic acidosis and alkalosis, and respiratory acidosis and alkalosis. First one is the metabolic acidosis. It's a pathological process in which hydrogen ion concentration increases and bicarbonate ion concentration decreases inside the body, and body presents with pH less than 7.35, bicarbonate levels less than 22 milliequivalent per liter. Basic causes are increased acid production, like in case of acidosis, lactic acidosis, septicemia or ketoacidosis, as in starvation or diabetes mellitus, or less removal of acid by the kidneys, acute or chronic renal failure, or due to loss of bicarbonate, as in case of diarrhea. So serum A9 gap can be used to categorize metabolic acidosis into 2 main groups. One is high A9 gap metabolic acidosis and the other one is normal A9 gap metabolic acidosis. A9 gap represents the concentration of all the unmeasured A9s in the plasma. Normal value ranges from 10 to 12 millimole per liter, and the formula is difference between positively charged ions and negatively charged ions. So here are some causes. High A9 gap metabolic acidosis can occur in acid retention, like lactic acidosis, ketoacidosis, advanced renal failure, or drugs and toxic induced, for example salicylate poisoning, methyl alcohol. Normal A9 gap metabolic acidosis can occur in hyperchloremic acidosis, GI or renal loss of bicarbonate, impaired renal acid secretion, or reabsorption of chloride. For example, diarrhea, renal tubular acidosis, and carbonic anhydrase inhibitors like acetazolamide. The patient can present with headache, sleeplessness, confusion, or muscular seizures, weakness, respiratory problems like shortness of breath, arrhythmias, or gastric issues like nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea. So compensatory mechanism in metabolic acidosis is of 2 types. One is respiratory mechanism. When pH drops, hyperventilation occurs and it leads to decreased partial pressure of carbon dioxide. And renal mechanism is to increase the excretion of hydrogen ions, leads to increased bicarbonates. The next metabolic change is the metabolic alkalosis. It's a disorder that causes elevation in serum bicarbonate concentration and arterial pH. So pH would be more than 7.45, bicarbonate more than 26 milliequivalent per liter, and the main causes are like use of loop diuretics, vomiting, antacid use, corticosteroid therapy, or severe hypokalemia, like in case of insulin infusion. Patient can present with hypotonic muscles and cramping, hypotension, warm and flushed skin, arrhythmias, confusion, or stupor. So compensatory mechanism in metabolic alkalosis again of 2 types. Respiratory mechanism: when there is increase in pH, it will lead to hypoventilation that can cause retention of carbon dioxide and cause increased partial pressure of carbon dioxide. And renal mechanism is to decrease the excretion of hydrogen ions, leads to decreased concentration of bicarbonate in the plasma. So next imbalance is respiratory acidosis. It is the acid-base disturbance initiated by an increase in partial pressure of carbon dioxide, mainly due to failure of ventilation. So again pH is less than 7.35, partial pressure of carbon dioxide is more than 45 millimeter of mercury. Causes are depression of respiratory center, like in case of head injury or CNS diseases, or paralysis of respiratory muscles like myasthenia gravis or muscular dystrophies, or airway obstruction like asthma, COPD, or presence of foreign body, or use of drugs like opioids. So respiratory acidosis is of 2 types. One is acute and the other one is the chronic. In acute respiratory acidosis, the partial pressure of carbon dioxide is elevated above the upper limit of reference range, that is more than 45 millimeter of mercury, with an accompanying acidemia, that is pH less than 7.35. While in case of chronic respiratory acidosis, the partial pressure of carbon dioxide is elevated above the normal limit of the reference range, with a normal or near normal blood pH secondary to renal compensation and an elevated bicarbonate in the blood, that is more than 30 milliequivalent per liter. So patient presents with hypoventilation that may cause hypoxia, rapid shallow respiration, dyspnea, hyperkalemia. Hyperkalemia can cause dysarrhythmias, muscle weakness, hyperreflexia. Compensatory mechanism originates from upregulation of renal acidification mechanism, that is increased urinary hydrogen ion excretion and increased renal bicarbonate reabsorption. So plasma bicarbonate concentration increases and it's a compensatory metabolic alkalosis. The next acid-base abnormality is the respiratory alkalosis. It's an acid-base disturbance initiated by reduction in partial pressure of carbon dioxide due to excessive loss of carbon dioxide by alveolar hyperventilation. So pH will be more than 7.45, partial pressure of carbon dioxide more than 35 millimeter of mercury. Causes are anxiety, salicylate poisoning, artificial ventilation, pulmonary embolism, hypoxia and fever. So due to hyperventilation, the rate and depth of respiration is more. Patient presents with tachycardia, hypokalemia, numbness and tingling of extremities, hyporeflexia, muscle cramping, seizures, anxiety and irritability. So kidneys try to compensate it by excreting more bicarbonate and causing metabolic acidosis in fully compensated cases. So how we can diagnose acid-base imbalance? First of all, note whether the pH is acidic or alkalotic. Second is to decide which value, partial pressure of carbon dioxide or bicarbonate, is outside the normal range and could be the cause of problem. If the cause is a change in partial pressure of carbon dioxide, the problem is respiratory, and if the cause is bicarbonate, then the problem is metabolic. Then look at the value that does not correspond to the observed pH value. If it is within the normal value, there is no compensation occurs. So here are some scenarios to understand acid-base abnormalities in a better way. For example, a patient in the ICU suffered a severe myocardial infarction 3 days ago, and lab shows following ABG's values: pH 7.30, bicarbonate 20, and partial pressure of carbon dioxide is 32 millimeter of mercury. So what will be the diagnosis? So first of all, pH is 7.30, whether it is acidic or alkalosis. Exactly. And bicarbonate levels are 20 and partial pressure of carbon dioxide 32. So which of these is abnormal? Bicarbonate, exactly. And partial pressure of carbon dioxide is normal, the normal value से भी कम है. So the exact, अब अगर ये चल रहा होता तो मैं दिखा देती ये सिनेरियो. This one. So of course it is acidic, metabolic, or compensatory or uncompensated. Compensatory. Of course it is fully compensated, because the compensatory mechanism is the respiratory and it is below the normal value. If it is within the normal range, then it is partially or uncompensated. So it is metabolic acidosis with compensatory respiratory alkalosis. Here is another scenario. Select correct interpretation for the given arterial blood gas level: pH 7.51, bicarbonate 31, and partial pressure of carbon dioxide is 40. So what is it? It is normal, or it is uncompensated metabolic alkalosis, partially compensated respiratory acidosis, or uncompensated respiratory alkalosis. pH is 7.51, so it is acidosis or alkalosis. Alkalosis. And bicarbonates are 31, and partial pressure of carbon dioxide is 40. Yes, sir. Exactly, sir. It's uncompensated metabolic alkalosis. Thank you so much.